Raid Shadow Legends, a game I'm sure we've all heard of before, whether it be through TV advertising or your favorite YouTuber. Having been released on mobile in July 29th of 2018, it soon gained popularity as being a turn-based action RPG that fits in your pocket. I don't know if it counts as an action RPG. Kind of just came up with that off the top of my head. Either way, this game gets a bunch of promotion and a bunch of hype surrounding it. I decided I might as well just download it and give it my own honest opinion. So this is my review of Raid Shadow Legends. Enjoy! For the first few hours of sitting in bed playing this game, it reminded me of a lot of strategy mobile games that I've played in the past. One of the most prominent ones that comes to my mind is the Walking Dead game. I did put a few hours into the Walking Dead a few years ago, and it seemed a bit more fleshed out in my opinion. Now I did have fun with Raid. I sat down and went into the battles enjoying myself. I did summon quite a few characters and had a few good ones that I decided to keep in my party. The Vulpine was one of the heroes that I had summoned early on, and I grew to like it quite a bit. I was very happy when I found out that I was able to upgrade their rank from 2-star to 3-star and 3-star to 4-star, so on and so on. And within the first few hours of play, I would have ranked this game as a 7 out of 10. After about 5 days of playing the game, I had ranked up a few of my heroes, and all of the ones that I was using were at least a 3-star. I had also figured out the Ascension feature, which allowed me to make my hero's base stats stronger. My Vulpine was very strong at this point, and my favorite hero. I remembered a certain hero from the ads that I had seen on TV and in front of a few YouTube videos. It was the Death Knight. Now, I always like skeleton characters. I guess you can blame Undertale for that. So when I summoned a Death Knight, I tried to level him up a bit. It's not like he is a bad hero. He has a passive ability that allows him to attack back when hit, and he can put enemies to sleep sometimes. It's just he is really weak. All 1-star characters and even 2 stars are super weak at lower levels, to the point where 2 level 1 1-stars can't even get through the first campaign level on normal difficulty. There is an equipment system that is used to buff up your characters though, which came in real handy if you need to buff up. Though it has its flaws, which I'll get into deeper later in this video. At this point in me playing the game, I would have given it a 7 out of 10, staying strong. At 7 days, if you had logged in daily, then you would receive a 4-star hero, and for me, that was the first 4-star that I had obtained at this point. Around the 6th day, I'd hit a ceiling. The campaign was too difficult for my team. I was using a starting hero, my Vulpine, a Crusader, and a healer type hero. All 3 stars, and the Vulpine and Crusader were ascended a few levels. I eventually got my Vulpine up to a 4-star and ascended him again. He had full offense gear on and was a heavy hitter, though he wasn't good at taking hits at all. And my other heroes weren't all that strong. The new 4-star put in a bit of work after leveling though, and I was able to push through one more campaign boss. At this point, I also wasn't exactly playing the game anymore. I had the auto and ×2 on at all times now, and the new heroes I was using, I had no idea what their moves were. I did end up getting 2 new 4-stars, and I leveled up a few 2-stars that I liked the movesets of, and the design of. My Death Knight got to a level 3-star, but still was barely used, and at 13 days, I'm still stuck on the campaign levels. Mostly because I still want to use my original party of characters. I was fine getting rid of my starter and the healer, replacing them with stronger and cooler heroes, but that wasn't enough. My poor Vulpine was getting shit on so hard in all the new campaign levels, but I was attached. I couldn't get rid of him. Upset, I went to the PvP area and got even more upset. The PvP is either super underleveled people or people who have a team full of 4 to 5 stars that my 3 to 4 stars can't even stand up to. So at this point in the game, I feel stuck and I don't want to use different heroes. While I did have fun for a bit, I feel as if I probably will take quite a bit of time before I'm able to progress at all in the campaign. At this point, my score of the game is a 5 out of 10. Now let's get into the actual review. I'm going to go over 4 points: gameplay, fun, mobility, which is just how likely I am to play that in public, and miscellaneous, which is just a few things I liked or didn't like about the game. There isn't all that much to say about the gameplay. Games like this exist all over the App Store, and they're very popular on mobile, mostly because the gameplay wouldn't work on a console or PC, and as I said, I do just let the game play itself at this point. Although the game doesn't play itself that well, usually the bot will use a move that isn't good at the time. They like to focus on one enemy at a time, usually using a strong move on an enemy with 1 HP, so there's some incentive to play the game yourself when you are progressing into newer levels. I think a way to improve the auto would be to only make it available for levels you have already beaten, since it seems more like a tool for grinding, and it takes away the interactivity of the game. There is a multi-battle function that has 30 battles available a day, where the game auto-plays 30 battles, so you can grind for gear and XP. I think they could improve this feature by making it go by faster, and by making it a choice to have a countdown after each battle. Since it gives you quite a bit of customization for your battles at the start, it doesn't make much sense to have this countdown. A speed higher than 2 would be nice, or even a way to turn off attack animations, as a lot of the time is spent on attacks. The slowest one I've seen has a hero walk straight up to an enemy, punch, and then walk back into the position. It's ridiculous, and I hate it. With how much this game has me grinded for XP and gear, speed would be nice. Lastly, I want to talk about the PvP. PvP isn't that bad, you rank up and get rewards. I've not gotten out of the first stage of PvP, because I don't think there's much of a balancing system. You have to go into PvP and you end up dealing with 4 to 5 star max level, super high rarity characters that I cannot stand up to. No matter how much strategy I use, I don't much care for the PvP in this game, but it's not the main component of the game, so I won't hold against it that hard. Gameplay is a 5 out of 10. The fun of this game is lost very quickly. I played this game for about 2 weeks, and by the end of the second week it had become more of a chore to open the map, close all the notifications, just to watch the game play itself for 30 minutes. I think I ended up convincing myself this game was fun because I started watching YouTube on the TV while I played the game. It's not that fun. The only exciting thing for me is getting new heroes. The fun of this game is loot boxes, basically, at least for me. The fun in this game is lost very fast. Fun, fun, fun. Fun is a 3 out of 10. Number 1, I just hate that you can't use heroes after a certain time. Their stats just don't add up. Lower level champions that you rank up and put work into won't get really strong. Every time you rank up stars, the hero stats go back down to balance, I think. And you're forced to use higher level characters that you will find eventually. But if you get unlucky, or you just want to use heroes you like, you will not get more powerful. At one point, I got a few 1 stars that I liked. I tried to go into the first campaign level with 2 of them to rank them up, and they did not stand a chance at all, both being shot and killed within the first battle. Maybe I expect too much from this game, but I'd seen so many ads for it that I thought it would be more. Overall, this game, in my opinion, is a 4 out of 10. I have not once played this game while I was out doing things. While I'm at work, I tend to watch TikTok or play an easier to jump into game. Every time I tried to open this game while I was on a break, I would close it before it even finished loading. Shorter games are better for mobility. Shorter forms and bursts of games such as Flappy Bird or any other popular mobile game you can think of. I've only played this game at home. Mobility is a 0 out of 10. Now, I was originally going to end this video by telling you to use my referral link that the game has, but I decided that I don't really care for this game that much, so I'm just going to uninstall it. Thank you for watching. Push the subscribe button and share this video with your worst friends.